Today's Hybrids class, we're going to be testing the Toyota Prius transaxle, and at first we need to check to see if the motor actually rotates smoothly. Just go ahead and touch it, grab it, turn it, and if it turns smoothly, it's working properly. You turn it the other way just to make sure, verifying. Now we're going to use this actual milliometer, and then we're going to be testing for phase resistance. And you have three ways of checking it between a U, V, and W, as stated on the book. Between, you put one N on the U, and then you put the other one on the V. And yes, for U and V specifically, is ranges, the actual X actually moving, but we're gonna get the average from 32 and 34, so we're gonna get it at 33.5, whether it stops or not. And then you go ahead and grab the ends again, and now we're going to be testing for B and W, and you're looking for the same resistance across the board for all three. And as soon as you're able to obtain it, you're going to go ahead and move on to the next phase. But this is all we need in this actual tester for this particular exercise. Hello, for today's demonstration, we have the transaction of a Toyota Prius. Now, we're going to use our Fluke 1587, and we're going to be testing for installation resistance. So you go ahead and grab the negative, as you can see over here, and you follow the whole cord. Now, sometimes you might need an actual end to get a better grip to hold it together. Sometimes you can just touch it against something that's actual metal and it'll hold as well too. Whatever you can obtain to get the best resistance. Okay, so we're looking for a spot on here that it'll test for the ground. All right.
Yeah.
So what we're measuring for is an actual insulation test. As you can see, actually have to put an extension to this to get a better grip, like I said before, like a vice grip, and put it at the end of this. And if you can tell, there's actually a test button that I'm going to be pressing once I put it on one of these three, and all of them should measure the same, and we'll annotate that by mega ohms and by volts. So we go ahead and grab one, make sure it's steady, and may write the right testing on it. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and press the button for the test, as I mentioned before. And the reading for this is 550 mega ohms. And the actual reading for the volts was 526. You want to make sure that all of them are read the same, so you can go ahead and press it, put it against another one. You don't ever want these to touch. You go ahead and hold it again. Everything resets, and we're back at 526 volts and 550 mega ohms. So this is the actual insulation resistance for this particular transaxle and the cables.